Considering the wide range of people who would be affected, we agree with Dr. Stephen Chu that energy efficiency is the best solution. If I were emperor of the world, I would put the pedal to the floor on energy efficiency and conservation for the next decade. Greentree is global resources on energy efficiency needs through training, research, education, and empowerment. We are pleased to present a bold and innovative idea on fuel efficiency for the entire nation. 64 different ways the American public can save gas, all in one convenient place. The 64 Tips publication has the potential to achieve savings of over $65 million every day at current gas prices. The 64 Tip publication can be used immediately by any driver, in any vehicle, at any place, and any time. Americans are resilient. From the Great Depression to the oil embargo of the 70s to 9/11. When Americans are entrusted with information that will benefit themselves, their nation, or the environment, they will act. Whatever the motivation, this bold idea will resound with everyone. What will the 64 Tips publication accomplish for America? Number 1, reduce emissions. Number 2, strengthen America by lowering demand for foreign oil. Number 3, stimulate the economy through personal savings. Number 4, stimulate the economy through job creation. We will all breathe cleaner air by reducing carbon dioxide emissions by 519 million pounds of carbon dioxide per day.
Has some very just common sense tips on how to take care of your car, how to be a safe driver, but also how those techniques can help save gas and save the environment.
I'm an ecologist, and I run a small business that helps to manage land. And being a good steward of the earth is extremely important to me. It's my calling. It's what I do. And so any time we can save natural resources like petroleum products, then we have less impact on the land. We have less disturbance from drilling pads. We have less disturbance from mining and of these petroleum products.
Strengthens America. It reduces dependence on foreign oil. 26.8 million gallons of gasoline saved per day.
It's really pretty amazing the type of money you can save your family and really the security that you help contribute and provide for our country, and the fact that anything we can do to reduce our dependence on foreign oil, anything we can do to help our environment, which applying these 64 things that has that high level effect, but then also for the personal budget. I mean, if you can save 10, 15, 20, 30% on your gas expenditure, imagine what you can do with that. Honestly, I've never seen a resource where these are all put together like this.
Personal savings. It means increase in spendable income. $184 savings per year for every vehicle.
The more people that we get this in their hands, the more people can start saving money, and which can be applied to more important uses in their families. There are common sense solutions that every one of us can put into action immediately in order to save money and wear and tear on our vehicles.
I work at Lockheed Martin, and I work in the engineering group. I work on my cars part-time. I change the oil, spark plugs, brakes. I do all the necessary things that you need to do to be able to save money and gas. I find this pamphlet very, very helpful. I think everybody should read this pamphlet. It's just too valuable of information to not read. I've taken some of these principles and used them for myself, and I can see driving 60 miles a day where I can save a ton of money.
I'm a mom of 4 children. I have 2 teenagers, an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I am on the road. They do piano, fencing, voice lessons, violin. We're out on the road. But I have found many tips in the 64 tips to save gas money today.
I do a lot of driving around for my family and carpooling and shuttling to and from, and I think it'll be a very helpful way for me to conserve and save my money and also help with conservation.
I am a new driver, and this pamphlet has a lot of good advice and is easy to understand and read.
I'm an engineer, and I also have maintained my own cars pretty much since I first owned them. is you don't need to necessarily have a new car to start saving gas. These are excellent suggestions and things that we can, as I read through these are things I can start doing just tomorrow on my way to work.
Stimulating the economy through job creation.
I feel if we can better educate our customers on how to maintain and save money on their gasoline, that they'll come back and visit us as we build confidence.
As a mechanic, being a mechanic over 10 years, after reading this brochure, I believe it's right on the money. Everything's right. If we were to distribute this, it would probably bring us money. Money for the shop. It'll definitely save the customer gas.
As shop owners, we've all learned that when you've got an informed customer, they're a lot more comfortable working with you than somebody who's afraid and doesn't understand what you do and that sort of thing. So hundreds of millions of dollars of unperformed work that goes on in this country every year that makes the car not last as long, which effectively costs the customer a lot more money than doing these maintenance things cost. Look at all of these steps, and you even find 5 or 6 of them that have to do with your car. You're going to improve your gas mileage, which means you're going to reduce the amount of gas you're using. And that has environmental impacts in emissions. It has obviously impacts in reducing how much money we spend on gasoline. If people start changing their maintenance schedules and habits, certainly that's going to generate business for auto repair shops.
And the greatness of America has been that we are never content to stop at the horizon we can see. We know that there is another and another horizon beyond. The motor car industry, as it has recognized its responsibilities in our progress through yesterday to get where we are today, is already at work on the design of tomorrow, exploring, developing, testing to improve the cars we drive, to make them safer, more comfortable, more enjoyable. If we are to realize in full the motor car's vast potential for good, we must use it and care for it wisely. The motor car has been the key to open new horizons, not for the few, but for all. And all of us share in the responsibility of safeguarding the benefits it has brought. If we plan for the future, if we look ahead to clear all obstacles and roadblocks, if we recognize the importance of this great individual freedom of movement, the motor car will be the key to our ever-widening horizons of tomorrow.